welcome to Seasonal Swigs and Sweets. I'm Amber.
I'm John.
And today we're still doing Oktoberfest, and our beer today is Sam Adams Octoberfest.
And for dessert, we are having Austro-Bavarian Torn Pancakes.
Yes.
So today we did a bike marathon. We biked for a long time.
We were up early
as part
today.
of an organized thing, and so we have earned a beer and an ultra buttery dessert, which is exactly what we have.
Like lots of butter. Lots of butter.
Alright, so let's talk about the label, since I always forget that.
It's pretty meh.
There she is.
You know, it's nothing.
So you've got your regular Sam Adams, tipping a beer.
It's just orange.
But you've got some lights as if it's in a tent in Munich at the tippy top. And it's orange for fall, right?
Sure.
What are your thoughts? Oh.
I never noticed that on Sam Adams labels it says Brewer Patriot.
Yes.
Isn't that fun? You know, it's an okay label, but this is nothing to write home about.
Absolutely not.
Giving it a 2. Sorry, Sam.
Okay, so this is, they just call it an Oktoberfest beer. Hearty and smooth with deep malt complexity and roasty sweetness.
That's how I like my sweetness.
It says, in 1810, the Oktoberfest tradition was born in Munich, celebrated the Crown Prince's wedding with a special beer and a 16-day party. Our version of this classic style blends rich malts for a hearty, smooth flavor with notes of caramel, creating a brew that's perfect for the season or whatever you're celebrating. Cheers.
Well, we're celebrating bike riding.
Alright, we got our adorable little owl bottle opener, which doesn't really open anything well.
It's mine. I like it.
Neither wine nor beer does it open well.
But it's relatively adorable. So you know you kind of want one.
Okay.
Oh, it looks nice.
Yes, it does. Give it a nice long pour here.
I'm hoping to like this one better than I liked the last one.
And I think you will. I've drank a few of these this season, and they have been great. So, okay.
Alright.
Pours like a rich amber color, not so much a...
yeah, it has a bit of redness to it.
Not so much copper as you see in other ones. It's got a nice like one finger head, and it's pretty creamy looking. It's got some big rocky bubbles, but there's also some creaminess there.
Rocky bubbles?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
So so rather than just being like a smooth like whipped creamy, it's also got like big bubbles in it too.
Okay. Well, shall we?
It also sticks to the glass pretty good.
Yeah, it just kind of... I'm enjoying doing this. It just
smells...
It looks nice.
Smells good. Smells like fresh beer.
I don't think it's... Yeah, it's a little too... smells tinny to me.
Tinny?
Tinny, yeah. Ugh, yeah.
I don't get that. It smells...
Oh, I do.
I think it smells tasty.
Well, let's...
Smells a tad bit roasty.
Well, let's taste it then.
Tiny bit hoppy.
Okay.
Alright.
I'm a fan.
That is so good. That is... So it starts out really sweet. Then it has sort of a bitter middle to the taste. And then at the end it gets sweet again. After you swallowed it.
Yeah, my only complaint right now is the smell, but that's me. I smell tinniness, but I also have like a really overly good nose when it comes.
It also smells like butter and sugar in here, so
yeah.
Anything else is just gonna not compare. Oh, so it's... So what do you think? What do you taste? Dead air. This is what it sounds like.
I think I'm getting the roasty business. And I think the caramel's coming through a little bit. It's not gonna. Yeah. It's not like major, but it's there.
It has a real mellow sweetness to it.
And you know, I actually got to tour the Sam Adams Brewery.
Did you know?
Over the summer? Yeah, me and my friends got to go take a look, and they have a ton of equipment, and it was very interesting seeing how they make. And I don't think we got to try this one. They gave us some samples, but Oktoberfest was not on the menu this particular time.
Wasn't out yet. It was still during the summer.
Yeah. Well, they gave us a couple of different things. But
this is strictly seasonal. And one of my big complaints with the beer industry lately is that these great Marzen-style beers are on the shelf for such little time because everyone
Pumpkin.
wants to hurry up and get to pumpkin, which is fine.
Nothing
but
wrong with that.
There's a good tradition of these Oktoberfest beers. This one is a fantastic example. It's really sessionable too. Like you could really have a few like nice big frosty mugs of this, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's nice and light.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a heavy beer, which I
No, but it also has
like.
a nice creamy mouthfeel too. Like it doesn't feel thin, even though it's sessionable.
No, I like this one. I
It's
think
very good.
for an Oktoberfest beer, I'd probably give it a 4 out of 5.
For a Marzen, yeah.
Oktoberfest.
They don't even call it Marzen on the bottle, so sure, an Oktoberfest beer.
Would you also give it a 4?
I would give this a 4 to 5.
I mean, how do you give a 5 out of 5? I don't know.
I don't know.
Has to knock your socks off, I guess. As a beer in general, I'd probably give it a 3.5.
As a beer in general, I would give this a 3 out of 5. It's above average. It's very good. It's not knock your socks off good, but if you're having an Oktoberfest party, you cannot go wrong at stocking this in your shelves, unless you want like a really authentic German experience.
Yeah,
which is kind of hard to get
then
to.
like go to Germany.
Then go to Germany.
You want to do that?
Why don't you?
Or go to Brauhaus.
If Sam Adams isn't good enough for you, then why don't you just go ahead and go to Germany? All right, so shall we move on to dessert?
We shall.
And for dessert today, we have this is called Torn Pancakes, or it's referred to in Germany as Kaiserschmarrn, if you can see it. So what it basically is you make one huge pancake.
It's a giant.
It's a hefty pancake. You rip it up, and the particular recipe we have has some Granny Smith apples in it, and you toss it with some brown sugar at the end. So it kind of looks like scrambled eggs. It's really not.
Oh, there's brown sugar in this?
I'm sorry, powdered sugar.
Oh.
So it's not really a camera-friendly dessert.
It looks like hash, like a
yeah, it does.
hash.
It does.
But it's not.
So this is sort of a common dish that you can find, but there's not a whole lot of recipes for it, and not a lot of YouTube videos about it.
And they're not in English.
And the ones that are usually aren't in English.
But here we are to save the day.
So the recipe is in the description. It's from an Australian website, so if you cook in imperial units, you might have to do some translating. It really wasn't that hard.
There's grams. And
Everything is double labeled in America, so just look at the label. Anyway, so so what we did is we combined flour, milk, and eggs into a bowl, mixed it up, basically made a pancake batter, but sort of a...
You need a lot of eggs.
Yeah, it was a rich, 6 whole eggs are in this recipe.
And a whole bunch of butter.
Yeah, it's a very rich batter. And then you pour it in a oven
safe
pan, okay?
like
you cook it,
like a deeper kind of
it's a frying pan. It just has to be a frying pan. They say cast iron or non-stick oven safe. So you cook it like a pancake for a while, then you put it in the oven for 10 minutes. Take it out, flip it over, which is
if it breaks,
pretty fun.
it doesn't matter because it's gonna break.
You don't have to flip it perfecly because you just chop it up into bits anyway.
Ours was probably the size of this giant plate, and I mean that's tough.
Then you saute the apples in some butter until they're soft. You add the pancake back in, and then you top it with some powdered sugar. So.
Yeah, I mean, no added sweetness really besides the powdered sugar.
No, besides the sugar.
But as I was surprised that it doesn't really need it. I feel like it's not going to be too bland.
Right, shall we give it a taste?
You put it down.
It's still very hot, even though we've made it like 20 minutes ago.
You don't want to like hold it the whole time.
Okay, and this has like the texture of scrambled eggs, so if you make a mess. Oh my god.
I would eat this for breakfast.
Yeah, this is so much more decadent than it sounds. So this would taste great if you hit it like regular pancakes by putting like maple syrup on it. That would be great, but the way that this is just fine. So this recipe, I'm going to go ahead and give this a pretty good rate. I'd give this like a 3.5, maybe 4 to 5.
I'd give it a 4. I thought Torn Pancakes, when he proposed this, I was like, pancakes. Like, well, what can you do with pancakes, really? Because it seemed a little too easy, you know? But But this turned out...
It's really not too easy.
This turned out to be a bit more time intensive.
Yeah, it's harder than it looks.
Just a lot of moving parts. There's a lot of stuff you have to do. Like keep an eye on. You don't want the pancake to burn. You don't want the apples to get all like gross and mushy or something.
And you really don't want to overcook it. This has a nice soft texture, and it's just fantastic. It really is. I wish we had like a big old pot of coffee. So I'm not really sure how you would serve this at an Oktoberfest party. Like I said, ours came to the texture of scrambled eggs, but I think sometimes people eat it with their hands.
Maybe if we didn't rip it up, I feel like not as little rippings.
Maybe.
Like more like chunks. I don't know.
Anyway.
Or I don't mind eating it with a fork.
I'm still going to recommend the apple kuchen first and foremost of all of our Oktoberfest recipes. But this is very good. Might not be party friendly though. Definitely give this a try.
But if it's like it's Oktoberfest, it's the end of September, and you're like, I would like a hearty breakfast from Germany.
And everyone around you's fat already, then perfect. You can't go wrong with this.
Let's get a bunch of butter and get this party started.
2 sticks of butter went into this, just a warning.
Oh god, was it really that much?
Two whole sticks. More than 2 sticks actually for what we used.
Well, you have to use it to coat the pan. You don't want things to burn.
You'll see. But anyway, I would highly recommend this recipe. Just translate the units. You'll be golden. Okay? All right. So this is our last Oktoberfest episode of 2015. We will be moving on to fall very soon. Even though we criticize the pumpkin beers, they are beckoning us. So
they really. Oh god. Also, just to show you, more pumpkin spice things are on the market recently.
And we've tried half of them at least.
Pumpkin spice.
EL Fudge Shop.
Fudge.
They are sponsoring today's episode, correct?
No.
Oh, right.
This is because we could not find pumpkin spice Oreos.
Alright.
Which I tried for the first time yesterday. They were great.
Alright guys, thanks for watching. Happy Oktoberfest. We'll see you soon.